like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pockets too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
380. Hey, 54, Ricky. 3 and it's it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
380.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
380. Lucy, Lucy. Move. Hank.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. These two teams had not one but two memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big, and then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their third AFC Championship game in franchise history. And I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing.
Sunday. 372.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. It's complete to Grant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
372.
Throwing is Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Both of them. Wow!
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and it could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Move.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Move. 11B, 11B.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now Roethlisberger to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Jack 16. 44.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Ready? Like 20.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
380. 380.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
380.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having earned much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Set. 380.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
We all know how important momentum is in a game, and when an offense decides to take a deep shot downfield, they're trying to create a big play and put doubt in the defense's mind the rest of the ball game. And in this case, the defense won the battle, batted the ball away deep downfield. So guess what? The momentum now quickly shifted from the offense taking the shot to the defense knocking it away, and now they feel like they might be in control.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
380. 380.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Show that bench release.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
380.
Now they'll run it on the toss. to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From midfield, here's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Green 80. Spread right, 72.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So that one will be accepted. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Hey, spread left. Green 80.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So right.
Now Bortles maybe with a free play. Sharks got it left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense. And say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Green 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Green 80. 372. Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Green 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That escapes the... But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get...
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to go down again. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Fournette. Room here to run. Fournette, first down, still going. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Now
a handoff here to his running back. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Bortles now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Green 80. Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, snap. Green is on. Move.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Set. Green 80. Move. Green set.
They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Set. Green 80. Move. 11B, 11B. Set.
Now Bortles. Dancing to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Snickers, 66.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
These two.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you could go on the field, but okay, I see you. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really
hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
380. 380.
He's going to get it running right. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
380.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
380.
Bortles going to throw here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter